The Zerg. Oh, a Plat Zerg. I never would have expected this. A Platinum Zerg sending me replays? This is unprecedented. Yeah, I clipped it on my stream if you want to watch the Twitch replay. I do not.
You're under attack. Siege up. A new queen.
Death, Texas, and Scouting Reapers. The three things in life that are always gonna happen against a tank. But as soon as that Reaper came in, you're like, oh shit, there's a Reaper. I never expected this. We must micro the Zerglings. Yes, it's not a big deal. You didn't do terrible. But you still definitely, for the first round, no drones. Not... It's not terrible. I've seen much, much, much worse. Okay, what are you doing now? What is this? It's like, I'm doing a speed roach build. Like, okay. I'm alright. I'm with you. I'm with you for now. I'll tell you when you lose me. Gotta spread the creep in the fucking main base before we use larva inject. That's definitely a valuable use of priorities. You have one of those. You gonna reel? We played last game before and he dropped on me, so I was expecting it. Okay. Alright. So, the thinking... there's a lot going on here. So, because he dropped on you last game makes the creep spreading a more valuable and important, mutually exclusive priority as compared to injecting larva into your hatchery? What kind of convoluted fucking... like, you know what was also good if he drops you? Having units. And if you don't inject your hatcheries, then you won't have units, which no matter how much you see those medevacs in your base, is gonna be a struggle because you won't have any goddamn unit. Oh god. Are we gonna need to hold our breath? Is that the plan? Are you Here we go. We'll see. We'll see how bad it is. You've got Zerglings in his base. This is really bad for you. Alright, the lair is done. Thankfully he has enough units that he forces you out. If he didn't, that would have been really bad for you. What? If you had built another Roach Warren, I would have lost it. What is this? What is this? You built 2 fucking Roach Warrens. You're like, no. Hydra Baneling, baby. It's like, no. You're going down the Roach path. You can't make a U-turn on this road. You have 28 drones. You have now killed 4 more drones than needed to be killed. You killed them. You did it. It's your fault. You did it. Second Roach Warren, Hydraless Den, Baneling Nest. Yeah, sure, it's fine. But you're going roaches. Build fucking roaches. You can't just go Hydra Den and Baneling Nest. You don't have the cash. Oh, and also we're gonna get 2 spore crawlers. Why do you hate your drones? Why do you hate them? Why do you keep killing your workers? Why do you hate them so much? Who hurt you? 1 Liberator? 1 Medevac? Probably. You're like, shit, I can't let that Medevac get in, because every time I forget to build units and it does damage. So let's kill some more drones instead of building fucking units. That seems like a great plan, everybody. It's like, oh, O'Brien. By the way, creative name. O'Brien. Brian, what if we focused on our economy? What if we built up our infrastructure? If we had more domestic production? If we had more workers? If we had more gas income and more mineral income here at home? Wouldn't it be... No! Get me some fucking spore crawlers! I want them now! More spores! It's like, but sir, That doesn't create any more blue mineral spores! Fucking spore crawlers! I want 4 of them! Or 3, okay, 3 of them. How many drop? No, we don't really... Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get 2 hydras, because that's all we can afford. Are you gonna kill some more of your drones? You're gonna be like, I don't have enough gas. Let's send more drones to death in becoming extractors. There you go, 12 more drones. He had a Viking, so definitely worth killing another one of your... You saw he had like a dozen Marines. He's not going for like 4 battle cruisers. Why do you keep killing your workers? Like, you know what? Here's the thing. If this was on its own, you just built a spore crawler in each base at this time, now, okay. But you did it when you had less than 30 workers.
Would you Bronze League hero this
is the convoluted logic.
Like because of you.
This is a classic conundrum here. Like, you got the worst of both sides. It's like, oh, we didn't have enough income from the drones because we spent so much on the spores. So, the only real way to double down on this is build more spores. That makes complete sense. More spores. Less drones, more spores. It's like, well, that doesn't really... No, you made the spores, though, sir. Like, why don't you just maybe work on... No, more spores. More spores. We gotta keep going. It's trickle-down zergonomics, alright? Eventually there will be more drones, but after we get the spores. And then he did drop you. Good thing those spores were really fucking helpful. Good thing we killed all... And also, another thing I would invest in is an optometrist appointment, because you're obviously blind. Remember all that creep you spread to see the drop? Apparently you still can't see it, because you haven't unlocked the mini-map yet. And it's like, oh, I guess I just don't have units! And then 2 banelings will hit, you'll be like, perfect defense. Fucking nailed it. Great job, everybody. 2 banelings, 5 roaches. That was definitely enough. Those spores, they paid off. Great job, everyone. That's exactly what we needed. I knew it all along. Perfect defense. Those spores... Notice how both medevacs live? Ah, so we're going with the Skittles bag strat, also known as the hard AI copy. Like, did you play 400 games of AI before you started playing ladder because you were too much of a bitch to actually play the play button? We see this all the goddamn time because you know what? You know the robots have already taken over because half of the players platinum below I see playing, especially if they're like, well, I just started playing ranked, play like the goddamn hard AI, making every piece of tech instead of committing to one thing and actually getting it done.
Your forces are taking damage.
That's how the hard AI plays. I've seen it.
Just as I deserve.
We're running out of minerals.
This felt way shakier than it should have been. I'm the toss this time.
Like, you have no upgrade. You don't have baneling speed. You don't have roach speed. You have zergling speed, but you barely have any zerglings. No hydraless speed. But this is no surprise because you're so goddamn slow. No upgrades. He's getting 2-2. There's baneling speed. Oh yeah, kill some more drones. We can... Like... I'm gonna use the analogy again. Essentially, the difference between the leagues of StarCraft players is everyone takes like 3 shots of whatever 3 shots of some fireball. All right, like a 19-year-old college girl, right before the game. And platinum players sometimes for like 10-15 minutes they're reeling, like they don't know, like whatever's going on. I had a plan, I forget it, everything's spinning. Oh shit, what was happening? Oh, who's the... Oh, shit, where am I? Well, yeah, and all that. Diamond players handle it a little better most of the time. Masters players can hold their liquor, and Grandmasters are functional alcoholics. So that's really, right now, it's all about, like, the game begins, and now you're getting to the, now you're finally at a point, you have an economy. You got 52 drones, which is bad, but better than nothing. You got some upgrades, you got a decent army, you got a little bit of creep spread, so now you're like, oh yeah, that's what I was doing, but if you had, you could have had exactly what you have now, with him doing the exact same thing, I'd say, reasonably, at about 7 minutes.
Complete.
And quicker than that would be Masters Plus, but at about 7 minutes. Except it's 9 minutes, which is longer. It might not sound like a lot, but it's over a quarter of the game. Effectively. Math doesn't matter, okay? General math matters. Get fucking close enough. Guys, we got 13 larvae in the bank. We have 0 upgrades, but this Hydra flank is gonna save my ass. 1,740 minerals, 1,085 gas, 0 evo chambers. But this Hydra flank, though. You see, this is why people don't recognize how bad they are. Because this is probably gonna work, and you're gonna be like, that was a good move, but I don't know how he still had so many units. Probably because I doubt you clicked on the fact that he has 1-1 about to have 2-2 upgrades, and realized how far your upgrades were behind. You're like, well, maybe I need to just be a little more prepared for that first attack and I'll be fine. No. Oh, yes. So that 26 Zerglings. That's a... Oh, did you not have gas? Did you not have gas? You had a lot of larvae, so 26 Zerglings is definitely an efficient use of that larva resource that spends your money in a way that's going to be very effective against this army. Good thing we're making 26 Zerglings at this crucial time.
You're engaging the opponent.
Ah, yes, just in time. Get the siege tank. And now this is the moment. This is the moment that Platinum players and Diamond, well, even sometimes, like every level, this is the moment you remember. Right here. Tell me I'm wrong, Mr. Desert Fox, but this is the moment where you're like, okay, good moves, I cleaned it up, now what? And if he has enough at home, or he has enough, it's like, I don't know, I don't understand how to beat Terran. Maybe by spending your fucking money. Yeah, Mr. Brian, if I can call you that. How does he have so much stuff? Maybe because he spent his fucking money. And you're microing half a dozen unspeed roaches and hydras, by the way, and building Zergling. He's got 3-3 started before your first evolution chamber. Like, he's on an iPhone XXXS when it comes to upgrades, and you're on a Zune. I'm like, Winter, that's not a phone. I'm like, exactly. Oh, you did have an Evo chamber.
That mineral field's gone.
Like, this is a scenario where it would just be better if you spammed Hydraless. Like, just all Hydraless. Oh god, you're gonna micro again. You see that drop in the main? Obviously not.
You're under attack. Siege up.
Got him, though. Unfortunately, probably gonna lose the main base, but... Thankfully, you have the backup Roach Warren in case he kills that one. I don't actually mind the 12 Swarm hosts, but place some bets. Let's Twitch chat. Twitch chat predicts, okay? What happens with the first Swarm host? They all run in with essentially the select all army hotkey and die with like the first wave of locusts. Or they actually get more than one wave and pay for themselves over time. I should have had the third option of they're microed so much nothing else happens and there are no more units produced because so much time is spent microing, but whatever. Thank you, Korean Ninja 11, Snow Python for 11 months as well. Okay, so let's find out. Let's find out. This is what people think, Brian. If that's your real name.
That field's been mined out. Hope you have an expansion. Mutation complete. So creative.
Still making links. This is, like I said, the hard AI. It's like, well, when I play against the AI, it just makes lings the whole game. Yeah, and it's bad. You're not upgrading Zerglings. You're wasting your... If you have thousands upon thousands of minerals and gas, you should not be making Zerglings unless you're upgrading them. Because that isn't... You have... Well, you have three resources as Zerg. You have minerals, you have gas, but equally or more important, you have larvae. And you are not spending your larvae well at all. Yeah, this is the... I'm gonna micro my locust and do nothing else behind it strat, which is a classic tactic. So he did live with the swarm house. We gotta give him that.
Now I have your attention.
Creep tumors under attack.
Here for the dank news.
A new queen has emerged.
At least you're making roaches and hydras now.
Your forces are under.
I hope you lost your spawning pool. Oh, that's unfortunate. You still have a spawning pool. Thank you, Jellius 55. How did this happen? Where did the overlords die? Well, I missed that. Not that it's a big deal, but like, what was that? What? No, build both.
A new queen has emerged.
It's not like it's one or the other. Fucking why though? It's not like your main base is a pylon for Zerg. I'm only allowed to build the spawning pool on main base creep. Why? It's like, well, that's where the spawning pool goes.
Mineral field.
It's not like we're playing co-op. It's like, this is where the building goes for everything. Like, what if you just had... I know this sounds crazy. What if you just had 18 more hydras? Okay? Wouldn't it be better than having 15 hydras? Having 33 hydras? And also... No. Double upgrades are too expensive. He should have come over and taken you out of the house, thrown you on the lawn, and then beat you with a big Terran stick. He's had 3-3 for longer than you've started +2. Like, I don't... But...
Mineral field depleted. That field's been mined out.
he might at this point just be fucked, which is possible. Yeah, if he lets you live. So now for the very first time in your StarCraft career, you'll hit 200 supply. Right? Right? No. No, of course not. Nope, we're gonna keep using all of our larvae for Zerglings, which we've been upgrading so heavily. Okay. You think, now this is what you think. You pick out those Zerglings. You're like, you think your Zerglings are good. They're excited. Like, there you go. These are the Zerglings you think you have. But you don't, all you have are unupgraded cracklings. So you don't have these Zerglings. This is what you have. Does that look like a healthy Zergling to you? A crackling with no upgrade? These are your Zerglings.
Good. Now I have your
Mineral
So sweaty for 2 months.
all in one place.
Those are not healthy Zerglings.
Field's
Will
been
you
mined
make
out.
like
You have an expansion. Thespian Geyser exhausted.
also the? Oh my God, you maxed out. I'm so proud.
Mutation
By the way, look at his bank. He has a larger bank than fucking Panama right now. Ah, yes. Beautiful split. That was definitely the best way to engage that army. Here's the sad part, is it's gonna barely work. Good thing we got some more Zerglings to work into the army. If we had just built, like, I don't know, useful units, we might have had a chance to press some of that momentum. But, good thing it's Zerglings. Because that would be too mean to actually build units that could win the game. Yeah, get 16 more Zerglings. Gotta mix them in. Banelings are good. Even when they have +0 upgrades. Oh, +1 carapace. Which means I think at this point Marines can survive 3 Baneling hits at full HP instead of 2, because they have +3 armor. Gonna get him, Locust? Shit.
mineral field depleted.
What is at the bottom right corner of the map? Sadness.
We're running out of minerals back home. That field's been mined out. Hope you have an expansion.
Good. Now I have
We're engaging the
Ah, yes.
mineral.
That's 2! That's 2. Incubation PRs for 6 months.
Field. They're attacking your base. You're under attack. Siege up.
Oh, minerals, where art thou?
Your forces are being under attack again. We're running out of minerals.
But he can't find it, like,
That
if he just put his whole army together, he should be able to kill you if he doesn't just run directly into Banelings. Like, 3-3 bio beats this even with the Banelings, because your Banelings are rolling in. They barely even tickle anymore. How many workers does he have? No? I'm not sure why. Anyways, welcome back to, what was this? Platinum League Plebeians. I'm done. I'm done with that. I give up. And away we go. As we have Brian. His greatest skill in this game is being not dead. And then Pink Ruru, who has, let's just get the lay of the land. He has 11 orbital commands, 9 planetary fortresses, 26,633 minerals, 12,375 gas in the bank. He's got 13 barracks, 3 starports, 3 factories, and an inability to kill a Zerg. I'm not sure how much killing drones matters now. Oh, but the swarm hosts are found and caught and killed. But that was a lot of dead Marines. Fortunately, he can build about 6,000 more Marines. Wait, that's a... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right? 6,000. No, is that... Please watch the last 3 minutes. Good thing you gave me more money for this shit.
Or so. It gets intense and awesome.
Honestly, this should be fun. This replay's 5 times longer. 600, not 6,000. 6,000. I'm standing by it. 6,000 Marines. What's another 0? Unfortunately for Pink Ruru, he doesn't know of any other units besides Marines, Marauders. The workers rise up against the hatchery in attempt to take it down. It'll get halfway there, but the Zerg swarm will crush the insurrection. Seize the means of production. Honestly, there are no more minerals. He's running out of minerals. Pink Ruru has mined twice as much. Or not twice as much, an extra base. The Marines will finish what the workers started. Well, at some point, Pink Ruru may look at his Prima strategy guide. Of course, Brian decides, you know what I need? More Lings with +0 attack. +0 attack Lings and Banelings. We just don't have the gas. It's just not in the budget. 6 more medevacs on the way, bringing us to 15. Does the attack increase the blast of Banglings? And now, if this ends up anywhere but Twitch, I want to point out the spelling of Banelings there. From Brian, our hero. This should be what they're called. Anyways. The Banelings. He's gonna take... Well, you take these. In order to make a Baneling with +0, you take your Crackling, and then you just... Yeah, it takes about this long, too. And then bam! Bam! You got a Baneling. Just like that. Didn't even... So quick. So quick. And then just... Like, and then nobody will even know. What'll be the difference? Right? Like, nobody will even know. You'll blend right in with the Zerg. As you can see. Now the question will be for Pink Ruru, does he ever make another unit, like a Liberator? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm waiting for this. This is the only thing I asked for at the community summit, of course, is every time a Terran scans, instead of making the scan sound, wait for it. We'll get one soon. Every time. This is still happening. There goes the hive, eventually. Very important. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh, whoa! He's mule mining out the last of the mineral. Next level 5,000. Yep. This is happening. Don't worry, the Swarm Ho's getting that value. The units lost tab is almost evened up. And there's 3 more planetaries. Fun one, says Brian. Fun one, says Brian. The last minerals on the map are being... Well, there are still minerals on the map. They are in Brian's main. These are the only minerals left. Yeah, right now there are... Oh! He doesn't even need to return them. He just mines them. Oh my god, they will be returned! The great journey of the mules. Will they make a second pilgrimage? Oh, he's dropping the hammer. Pink Ruru with the next level. Brian making the spine crawler to counter mule drops, a classic tactic. Not really effective though when there are this many mules. The long distance mining continues. And liberators are being... This is happening. The last minerals on the map are now being mined, but liberators have been invented. Which is, yep. Oh, we're still doing drops, which is great. The swarm host getting some ridiculous value. We've now got lurkers. The drops are in the main. That's an interesting scan. Hydras are back here though too. He can scan and mule drop still, making more Marines and Marauders. The unit's loss has now tilted in favor of Brian. Unfortunately for him, he has mined one last base. There's still some gas over here in the corner. SCVs are in a medevac. This is happening. And that's actually a lot of supply to be in a
Now I have your attention.
Like, that's a serious concern. In come the Hydra. In come the Swarm Host. Out go the Swarm Hosts. And out go the Hydras. You can't explain that. High capacity fuel tanks on the way. The most critical upgrade for the SCV long distance mining harass. In come the lurkers again. He can see them, but he can't shoot them. He can scan pretty much till the end of time. It's the automated checkout at Whole Foods right now, and he's buying, well, he's out for meat. I don't know, I didn't have a follow-up to that. 2 more planetaries in the middle of the goddamn map. A scan again. Continuing forward. Now, the way you win a game of the first Spire of the game. Swarm host coming in again. No ghosts. A handful of liberators have been built. This is an actual game where if he had 15 battle cruisers, it could win the game. This is still happening. There's like 300 minerals left. Oh yeah. Get that gas, Brian. Get that gas. At the same time, Pink Ruru realizes there are minerals up here. He scans the army again. Still nothing has been invented that can counter Swarm Hosts. If only there was some sort of unit with a long-range sniping ability. Down goes an orbital. That's okay. He has 9 more where that came from. Continuing forward. More lurkers. If only he had a long-range unit that could outrange lurkers. Wouldn't that be amazing? Unfortunately, hasn't been invented yet. There's another scan. He knows where the army is. Corruptors are on the field. In comes the Marines and the Swarm Host wave. The impeccable timing. The planetaries are holding. The Liberators are falling. Continuing forward. A single tank remains. There's nothing in production. Brian is out of gas. There's a drop. There's a drop. Of course, the Hydras come back. Continuing forward. Brian doesn't have the gas for tech anyway. Another medevac. Another set of medevac units. He still has money. The Locusts, they run out of speed. They run out of time. And the Swarm Hosts are finally being hunted. A handful of Lings, still with +0 melee attack, and will never have upgrades because Brian hates them. He hates... Remember? Where did it go? Where is my crackling? Well, he doesn't have any cracklings anyways. Oh my god. I looked at the ground. I'm like, where is the Zergling? Where did the Zergling go? Because it became a Baneling and fucking died. That's what happened. I couldn't find it. It was a serious concern. A handful of Hydras on the way. Still more Marines coming out. It's a Baneling with a G, with 2 Gs. Like at the end of this game, eventually. Where the Corruptors come in, out of left field. They will find the freedom zones. I don't know what he's pushing here. There's no minerals left to mine. There's still some gas, potentially, but this base is entirely mined out. Still, no discovery of ghosts. He has 7,600 gas left. Ravens, even. I don't know. Well, I don't... We're continuing forward. Another wave of locusts. Some corruptor. He literally can't build another corruptor. It costs 100 gas. He does not have 100 gas. He's literally a single gas off. But the fight... Wait, a handful of... Every gas unit is now a permanent loss for Brian. He cannot... Every unit he loses cannot be replaced except Zerglings and Queens, pretty much. One Hydra, maybe. Round of Locusts coming in. Is he paying attention? He's gonna try to fight. He's gonna die. Again. Pink Ruru, 71,000 units lost. The Metavax gone down. There's no minerals left. Another drop. More drops than a Skrillex album. So much going on, but bases don't matter anymore. Money matters, and he's out of it. What are the units left on the field? I don't know why we have the production tab. There are 3 Liberators, still 42. He's gonna drop again. Technically, there's actually not that many built. Maybe not there. Maybe that's a very questionable flight path. Thank you for flying with Malaysian Airlines. Pink Ruru going up to the top left. There are actually only 8 extractors coming up forward. The Swarm has so much value. At the front. Well, I don't know why there are no locusts, but there are no locusts. A handful of unupgraded banglings coming through. At the back, the locusts coming forward.
Hobie, I said
Another
the name
corruptor.
correctly. If so,
The
then this
tank's
will be
in
an hour-long
position.
session
Another
low.
locust wave.
I'm in
Brian
silence.
has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed. Imagine how valuable one single cloak banshee could be when his opponent has no bases and no detection. How crazy would that be? But the critical thinking skills of Pink Ruru are equal to or less than that of Twitch chat. How are you on minerals, Brian? With the top mance. No, says Pink Ruru, pulling the boys for possibly the last time. Continuing forward. Goes through the creep tumors. The boys are in front. There's only so many units left. Eventually, Swarm Host can kill all the planetaries. One Cloak Banshee could win the game on its own, but Pink Ruru has been hitting his head up against a wall so many times, there is obvious and permanent brain damage. Scans across the field. He still sees everything. He's got to be thinking, I have 945 minerals. I got 7108 gas. What can I do? What can be done? His opponent has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed, but will he reveal the ability to build any other units besides Marines, Marauders, Metavacs, and tanks? He's gonna kill an extractor. Each one of these is permanent. Where are the units? Where are the locusts? There's 6 extractors left and 1 spore, and that is it. He pulls back. He pulls back. You can just kill the building. Oh, he built a hatch. Oh yes, rebuild the drones. That's a viable move when you have 0 spawning pools and 0 tech. The scans coming through on the side. The rock's the next target. Just continuing to go forward. The rock's taken down. I don't even know if that helps him. Scans across the board. Spawning pool number 3 or 4 is coming up. Maybe more than that. I haven't really been keeping count. And the barracks are in flight. All 14 of them. I don't know. I don't actually know if that's all 14, but the barracks are in flight. Another extractor taken down. A second hatch built for Brian, giving him something to hold his ground. The barracks are very adamant about this. The swarm hosts are on cooldown. He can strike while the iron is hot and the swarm hosts are growing their babies. Another hatch goes down. 8 more lings on the way. Gonna be about as useful as all 7,000 of the other lings he built this game, and by that I mean not at all. A scan. He sees the last bastion of Brian in his main one last time. There are no minerals left on the map. There's barely any gas. Actually, that's wrong. He's at the top of the ramp. The Hydra's trying to hold. They will not. Here comes Pink Ruru. But the locusts are ready. They drop it down. He is sieged up. The locusts are gone. He's continuing forward. There's still some money at the back. There's only Marauders left. He can't get to the last buildings. Once again, one cloaked Banshee would win the game. All he has to do, there are no units besides Swarm Host. He's going for it. Where are the Locusts? There's no more Locusts. Wait, pick them up. Pick up the goddamn Marauders. And then there's nothing left. He used every single Locust. And he picks it up. You can just kill the buildings. That's all he has to do. Nothing in production for Pink Ruru. He's going for the extractors. There's only one extractor and one spore crawler left. All he has to do, that's how you eliminate someone from a game of StarCraft, is you kill all their buildings. That's it. There are no drones. Checkmate. Is that it? Is that it? I missed a few scans. He's going for the last one. All he has to do is not screw this up. There's a single spore crawler. What are you doing with those Marauders? Where are you going? You don't do drugs, kids. The Locust, he's staggering. Once again, a single Banshee on the uprooted spore. Or at this point, a goddamn nuke. I don't know. All he has to do, he's going in deep. He's deep in the paint. Picks up into the medevac. He's on the creep. This is happening. He still has 950 minerals. He could rebuild. He can build more Marines or whatever the fuck he wants. Gonna be a draw. That better not happen. Jesus. No, Brian has learned how to stagger his Locusts. What a god. The Spore Crawler shoots air units. This is news to Pink Ruru. Continuing forward. What? He has 950 minerals. Is the draw timer started? Well, no, we're not there yet, because, wait, why aren't we there yet? We should be there. Because buildings kill. The draw timer should start now. Yes, there it is. The draw timer is on the board. If no buildings are killed or minerals are mined, just relax for a draw. No, says Pink Ruru, but Pink Ruru, okay. Like, if he just built, like, 4 goddamn Marauders, he's going for the spore, but it's healing. It's on the last creep tumor. Okay, there are 2 creep tumors. He's going around. This one Marauder or nothing. That's it. Apparently, that's all he's allowed to build. He now has 5 medevacs. That's really not how that works. He lost the medevac with the Marauder. He's building 1 SCV. I'm not sure SCVs are the. Oh, he's flying his buildings in, and when they die... Oh, is he mining with the SC? I don't know what's happening. When they die... Oh, there's a Viking! What? They reset the draw timer. He has 900 minerals. He just does. Like, he could build a fusion. He already has a fusion core. He could build a battle cruiser, jump on the spore, and win the fucking game. What the fuck is this? A siege tank? He's at the back. Oh, a tank. And two SCVs. I don't. He's coming in. The Locust will protect him. But it's just not. Why? Whoa! Oh, 2 HP! No, you still have 900 minutes. But that was a good. He had. No, you can build units. Do you know what a unit is? I don't. No, that's not. No, why? No, that's no. No, what?
Good. Now I have your attention.
Marines are against the rules.
Good. Now I have your attention. Good. Now I have your attention. Good. Now I have